buying from markets, you're not buying actually there and it's supposed to. But obviously the food is coming from our overseas, so most business people are bringing from overseas, but we are buying from overseas and we can distribute it.
That's good. Just one question. First of all, thank you for coming. You guys mentioned that you guys have a long-term goal in terms of health, water, sanitation, agriculture. Can you give us an example? Since you guys have been working for the past 30 years, something that worked for you in terms of agriculture, health, water, sanitation, projects you guys implemented that is in place that we could do the same thing for Somalia.
Well, I mean, I can talk about certain successes, but they're never going to translate directly to the Somali situation, and it always depends on the context and the response there. So Liberian refugees that were fleeing the conflict in Liberia because of the civil war, were fleeing to Guinea and Sierra Leone. And so what we're
conclude with one final question from and then we'll move on to the closing remarks on both sides.
Again, thank you for coming, Columbus Rally. Nice to have you here. My question is kind of technical question, financial question. So sometimes you see that the bigger NGOs like WLB or UNHCR, they spend a lot of money in their system, their logistics and employees. So I just want to ask you, what's your percentage level of the money that you put in the needy people inside Somalia? Percentage of money that you put there? 9%? Wow, that's a lot. That's good thing for me.
Okay. I think that's it for the questions.
One of us is not in authority to collect the money for the reason being buy and run. Do you guys have people in that farm that really have a good connection with you to actually talk to someone and collect the money that you guys really put the money to send it to them? And trust it, we don't want to know how you guys spend it, and we don't even want to see pictures because we trust you as we already say. But we do promise that the money will actually go to that because in Somalia, because already in addition to Minnesota has the largest Somali population in America. Whatever they had has actually went to the city. And as Ohio, as people in Ohio, we were trying to focus on those people who left behind with nothing behind us. And we really live with a Biden program. So with what the little we have or how much ever it is, would that go into their account? Would you guys promise and make sure that money goes to them? That's my question.
I think you have a Nations for Neighbor branch in Columbus, Ohio.
I would say I put the challenge out to you though. I mean, it's one thing to just trust where your money's going, but it's another thing to trust it and follow it. You know, like if we can stand here and say, I mean, I can speak from my heart all night about how much I believe in the organization and what I'm a part of, but ultimately, we can build a relationship so that you can know us and you can develop a trust with them, but ultimately, I challenge you to follow through and to know that your money is going where we say it's going, and that's where things talk about transparency. And you do want to see the photos, you do want to see the video footage, because then you get to see the impact. It's not just about sending your money into a straight void. It's about knowing that real families, real people on the other end are receiving it. I don't know.
With regard to the Bay of Bacau, I don't know, you came late, right? Okay. I talk about we have a team today for training and then on Wednesday when they get to do this. They will be calling all the areas that you mentioned. They have relatives. So they will ask questions. They will be asking questions, trying to find out the effect on the ground. That is one. And number two is those areas that we have it's not under the jurisdiction of the It's a dangerous place that we have to be very careful because we do not have policy. Meaning that we don't want to bring damage or threat to people who are already suffering. Okay? So we want to make sure we go there carefully. But here what we have in Malawi, people are suffering, whether they're in the job, whether they're in the Bay of Bacau, whether they're in Mogadishu. There are 71,000 in Mogadishu, and they're coming from there. So can we say to people that we can reach right now, and then plan the people that we can reach tomorrow to see there? If you know an organization
You need
Trying
to have a
close
branch
people
here. You
together
need to have a
as
nation,
possible.
Neighbors for Nation branch.